right, now we're recording.
Hello, Trek.
Hello, Trek.
Test.
Treks in the Valley. You just listened to the theme song for Trek in the Valley. Hello, welcome once again to another episode of Trek in the Valley, the non-encyclopedic Star Trek The Original Series rewatch podcast, where I, Adam Ordal Quinnell, and my co-host...
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Al Hirt.
Mr. Al Hirt. We get together in an undisclosed location off Auto Row in the sunny San Fernando Valley to discuss an episode of the science fiction fucking classic Star Trek, the original series, TOS.
Yeah, the TOS.
There's a great joke on Lower Decks where they refer to... the first officer, Captain Ransom, he's talking about Kirk and those guys. He goes, man, I love that TOS era crew. And they go, TOS? And he goes, yeah, those old scientists. That show fucking rips.
Yeah.
I was very sad to learn that there's no more Lower Decks.
Really?
Yeah, the next season is going to be the last.
Dang.
I feel like they're going to do a Lower Decks Next Generation or something, though, where they like all have upper jobs, and then there's a new cast of Lower Deckers that they're like integrated with. At least I hope that's the case, because I want to write a Star Trek cartoon.
I heard Lower Decks was doing pretty well.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's fucking explicable why shit gets like not picked up or picked up anymore. They have like they have an algorithm that does all this math. Yes. And it's like, we can't do this. But anyway, so every week we get together, we talk about an episode of Star Trek, the original series, and then we recommend some kind of media or something that we're watching, and that's pretty much it.
We have our takes on it, I guess.
We've had a good steady clip of episodes. Season 3 has been a mixed bag. I'm not gonna lie to you. Season 3, somebody said there's a producer on the showrunner on season 3. Somebody was commenting on our Facebook post was talking about how they refer to him as the show killer. The series killer. He was the showrunner for season 3. I didn't look up the name.
This one was pretty bad. I actually genuinely forgot about it for a second.
Yeah, we had a bit of a stoner moment before this where we were trying to figure out which episode, and I'd like to say I prevailed, which episode we were recording today. But first, we got to talk about last week, right?
Oh, the Paradise Syndrome?
The Paradise Syndrome.
That was bizarre.
What do you remember about I've got something else to say about it. What do you remember about the Paradise Syndrome?
The Native American stuff, and then I remember the issue being so easily resolved with him just going like, Chekhov, beam me up, or like call, what is it? He's like calling him in, or status of the ship.
Exactly, and that's the exact tones.
The frequencies to get in the door, the temple. It was like Who Mourns for Adonis with the temple thing. That was the issue. And then the Native American stuff was kind of like, I always think of that one episode with the two tribes and they're fighting each other, and Kirk was like, fuck it, give everybody weapons.
Yeah, dude.
And Spock was like, what the hell's wrong with you? Or no. Who stops him?
Nobody.
Bones.
They do it.
Well, they do it, but Bones is the one that tries to stop him, though, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. He's like, you're crazy, Kirk. I can't believe it.
It's just funny that...
he does what he wants.
It's just funny that he's like, no, we're just going to do a Cold War.
Yeah, right. Give him more weapons.
So we have a Trek in the Valley Facebook group that is almost got 100 people.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty great. Because I had to stop using Twitter as much when known fascist Elon Musk started really ruining it, so I was like, but I gotta have some kind of connection to people that I knew before LA, right? And so I started using Facebook again, and that was right about the time when season 2 of the podcast was kicking off. So I was like, make this Facebook group, and very low interaction. And not a lot of people listening or watching. But when I post on every week, I'll post like a picture from the episode because the Facebook algorithm likes pictures.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, hey, we're recording about this episode. Or when I release the episode, I'll do that. And we'll get a ton of interaction like, in terms of people responding and talking about the episode, and most of them don't even know they're interacting with a podcast page. They're just like, they see something about Star Trek and start commenting on it. And one thing today, somebody said, besides the series killer thing for season 3, somebody said that, well, they're not really playing Native Americans per se. Whenever somebody uses per se like that, like, and like you see the white supremacist symbol I'm making with my hand, the little symbol. Yeah, he's like, they're not playing Native Americans per se, but they 100%
There's a frame
are,
of reference.
Because I don't think that, and I didn't read the whole comment. I'm sorry, guy that's never going to listen to the podcast.
Dude, they're still under oppression technically, right, by that wall. But I guess they wanted that wall to stay there.
No, but here's the problem. They were definitely Native American. They're indigenous people because aliens took them from Earth.
Oh, yeah, of course.
At the time and put them there. So, like, they actually just are for sure. Like, you think that Native Americans, like my friend Jan, this dude I know who's a Native American dude, you think that person's not a Native American because it's not the old time? Like, I didn't fucking understand it.
Yeah.
And then somebody else was like, well, there couldn't have been that many Native American actors at the time. It's like, motherfucker, you know they didn't even look. Jesus, like, everybody is so, I mean, you know, it's
people
just,
see what they want to see, right?
Yeah. Yep. And so
they pick and choose.
So that was the Paradise Syndrome.
I don't know. When they're saying series killer, are they talking about the episode in particular? Or
no,
what?
They're talking about this producer on the show. Here, let's look at IMDb. Whatever. This was
I
produced
just want to get here
by
this one little tangent.
Let's see here. It might have been Arthur H. Singer. Oh no, he's not the here, producers is what we're looking for. This is the sound I make when I'm looking for a thing. Anyway, the guy who's the fucking showrunner on this season.
Someone else just made decisions that were really poor. I don't know. This just feels like
they made a bad season of television.
They can't decide between Saturday morning cartoon and like serious sci-fi tone, so it just hops all over the place, I feel. I mean, this story is particularly dark.
Yeah, it is.
But then they don't really address it, because then it gets really fucking silly at some points. I'm trying to remember, like, man, there's a lot of cool special effects, too, in this episode.
It's so... I agree. We're looking at one now. It's kind of
like, what's the other episode where the kids were taking over the town? I don't know. It's just giving children... It's another Children of the Corn kind of deal here.
I feel like... exactly. It is.
But then they just... I don't know. There's a lot of decisions that the Enterprise or the crew makes that's very poor.
Yes. So that last week was Paradise Syndrome. This week is the one we've already kind of started talking about.
Yes.
The children shall lead. And the children shall lead. This episode aired originally on October 10th. Or no, wait. On October 11th, 1968. The synopsis from The Bard at Paramount Plus is a group of children are being controlled by a force. And we'll talk about our rating at the end. But that's... And so what do we think about that synopsis?
That's pretty much exactly what happened.
No, I read it wrong. A group of children are being controlled by an evil force.
Yes.
Oh, there it is right there.
Evil.
And so, man, I wish Paramount Plus had the option. I'm going to have to download these episodes illegally so I can watch them at like 1.5 speed. Because we could just rip through it. So
it's a very simple plot, really.
Yeah, they go to Triacus. There's a colony of dead scientists on this planet Triacus. And as we know, when there's a... just a heads up, everybody. Al is not white. Yeah.
I speak Spanish.
Al is not white like I am, okay? And I don't feel...
I know, I have those voices.
I feel weird saying that, but I think you could listen to this and just be like, two white guys talking about... No, we are 50% diverse, motherfuckers.
Here it is.
And every time... there is a dead group of scientists. There's one weird survivor.
Of course.
And this motherfucker has been through the shit. He's talking about this is Dr. Starnes, who's a guy that Kirk knows, Tommy Starnes.
Guess they're doing some research.
His son is Tommy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so there's always one kooky survivor, and then now we got to ask ourselves, what happened to all these dusty dead people? It's just a bunch of dead people laying around.
It's a really weird start.
He does have tapes. Oh, the lady that they go to in the pink dress where she's like all bruised, and then they find out she's got a vial in her mouth. And Kirk sniffs it, and...
Well...
Sialadin, which, as we know from how he said it, is a poison.
Yeah, seriously.
So they're saying that this is self-inflicted. So this is like a Jones
suicide.
It's like a Jonestown kind of thing, baby. Yeah. And then you hear that he's listening back to the tapes.
The last tape,
and a guy says, it's a good quote. He talks about the enemy within. Must destroy ourselves, Starnes says. Alien upon us. The enemy from within. The enemy.
Yeah, it's all kind of eerie, you know.
All this self-inflicted. It's very eerie. And then what's more eerie than a bunch of dead, dusty scientists? Oh, a bunch of children playing around the currently rotting remains of their recently deceased parents?
Yeah, see, this is a really dark tone I was talking about, where, like, they're pretending that nothing happens, and, like, the first, I guess, piece of the puzzle is, like, why don't these kids give a shit that their parents just died?
Well, and I don't think that the explanation at the end is satisfactory, quite frankly.
Of course not,
because they're basically just like, we didn't like our parents, and then this evil entity used that against us. It's not like do they cry at the end when they realize their parents are dead?
A little bit, I'm sure.
Oh, it's because they show them the images of their dead parents at the end.
But it's like they were just doing Ring Around the Rosie around him.
Oh, which is Ring Around the Rosie.
Ah, there we go, yeah.
See, because there's dead people on the ground.
They've been falling down.
A fall down.
So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This weird, like... And then
they already have them buried.
I cracked up though. That it was like, dude, not even a first name. They just have the last names on their gravestones.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying like uber close attention to to that shot. I didn't realize that we'd already seen their gravestones. I just thought we saw them later. So they show the kids the gravestones, and that's when they cry at the end. But they're wondering why the kids want to go play
because they're bored.
Yeah, and they're bored. Honestly,
which is pretty fucked. But maybe funerals for kids. Yeah, it's a little.
I don't know,
it's a little much.
Funerals. I never really went to one as a kid.
I've been to some. They're long. Yeah. That's all.
This seemed pretty quick though. They had them in the ground with their new headstones immediately.
They had the time to laser out the last name, but not the first or the time.
So the conflict here with these kids.
Anyone that comes on though will be like, "Oh, what the fuck? This is some weird monument."
Right? Yeah, who's O'Connell? Actually, they'd be aliens. They'd be like, who's Glurp Glurp and Gorp?
What is this language? Maybe there's treasure.
All right, and no, you're riffing, dude. I'm not gonna we gotta riff more, man. You do it. That's our whole. We've got a couple dozen listeners now. We gotta get into it.
It is always funny to think of all these planets after the original scientists barricade and go through them.
Yeah,
destroy them.
That would be that's funny because that's a little bit of what the original what Aliens is about. It's these they find these extrasolar scientists or whatever that had the aliens with them.
Oh yeah. The sequel.
Well, yeah, no, Aliens, and then Prometheus explains it.
Oh,
who they
were?
Yeah, the whatever they were.
That's great. That's what I'm saying. There's so many references and so many sci-fi branches that just come off of little bits and pieces of these random Star Trek bits that they have. in the episode. It's fucking nuts.
That's part of it, but it's also like it's not to be too much of a windbag, but it's also like kind of science fiction's version of like the Campbell archetypes. Like there's these like universal things in science fiction that kind of relate to just how the stories are told. Like there's always an evil intergalactic something or other. There's always a big corporation, or like I totally derailed myself. I don't know where that was going. I have lacunar amnesia, Al. Like
yes,
these kids.
There we go.
So Bones, part of the conflict is
logic with it. Bones, at least.
Part of the conflict is Bones is like we can't too rapidly explain to these kids that their parents are dead or whatever, because
they might still be in shock.
They might still be in shock. And one thing that can happen from being in shock like that is you could get lacunar amnesia.
Wow.
Which is, and that's the diagnosis that Bones gives.
Jeez.
And he's got to make tests. And so now he doesn't have the stuff to like do all the tests on the Enterprise. And Kirk really wants to question the kids, but Bones has a good line here. And also Kirk's like, I'll be guided by that opinion. Like, yeah, fuck you. Kirk really wants to question him, and McCoy says, not until the fabric of the traumatization or their weakness can be accounted for their behavior. Basically, it's fucked up.
He doesn't want to traumatize them even more, is what he's saying.
Or at all?
Yeah.
Oh
God, he like desecrates his flag.
Something I should say about the remastered version of this episode is the colors look fucking great, dude. Oh my God. That sign, that UFP sign, when I was watching it on the
big screen.
TV out front, it looked bright red. The color mastering or correction on these remastered original series episodes are bananas.
I was actually going to say that too later in the season, in the next episode, especially too when they're inside the starship. It just all looks so good. Like this is them hitting their full stride in terms of sets and stuff.
But they ain't got the scripts.
The scripts are shitty though. I mean, there's like bits and pieces of like, ooh, this is great. Like, I understand why people watch this, but then I'm sure there was people that were pissed off with this episode.
And now
it's pretty.
Look, we have to be honest. When we say it's shitty, we mean it's amazing Star Trek sci-fi that is awesome to watch, but it's also terrible.
Like you just immediately forget.
Like I'll probably end up watching these bad episodes multiple times in my life. Like I just think that. Look at that. Leonard Nimoy is just it's just a fucking purple background, and he's talking just off center to the camera. It's like bananas how the blocking in this scene when they're still on the planet trying to figure out what to do with these kids, and then Spock or Kirk suggests, well, maybe somebody used the kids or is manipulating them with either the promise of punishment or the promise of reward.
And they're already pretty close to figuring it out, you'd think.
Yeah, right? And then we walk in, and this is where I really relate to Kirk, right?
Yeah.
When they walk in, Bones and Kirk walk into a cave, and
you mean Spock.
Bones, or Spock and Kirk
yes.
Walk into a cave. I'm sorry, I'm getting used to my Joe Rogan arm.
Right.
I can like sit back at the mic now. I love it. This is great. I don't know why it didn't work this well last time. I didn't. We made some upgrades to the studio. So Spock and Kirk. I almost said Bones again. Spock and Kirk walk into a cave, and Kirk immediately becomes super anxious. And I'm like, I've been there, James Tiberius, man.
I think it's claustrophobic and like just, I don't know, the fear of the unknown.
So do you remember why? This anxiety is also registering on Spock's tricorders. Do you remember what this is about? I know. Is it related to the guy?
It's probably related to the evil spirit that's in there. Maybe it's like hidden.
in my notes, I say lacunar amnesia. Bones wants to coddle these babies.
Yeah, it's really conflicting because he's like, well, that's great, but how are we going to figure out what the hell's going on if we can't talk to the only people that are here?
Right? And they send Bones. First off, the kids don't want to go up to the ship. It's basically like going upstairs to bed, right?
Yeah, it gets a little awkward.
And one of them, I can't remember who says this, Kirk, Bones, or Spock, but one of them says, whatever happened here is locked up inside those children. That's terrifying. That's a fucking terrifying thing. So they send Bones up to the ship with the kiddos, and they're going to look around. And then Spock says he thinks the suicide was induced by an outside bacteria or suicidal anxiety.
From the cave?
Yeah, right. And then he says that leaving the children out or the children surviving would recommend that it's some sort of conscious design. But it's funny because Kirk says he's having sympathetic vibrations. I call them vibes from what happened there, and he needs to check the tapes. There's always a cave. That's covered in Lower Decks as well. There's an episode of Lower Decks where they get, I don't know why this is Lower Decks week, but there's an episode of Lower Decks where they get trapped in a cave, and then each of the characters tells a story about a different time they were trapped in a cave.
Gosh, that's pretty good.
It's really fucking good, dude. I had a similar idea.
A cave.
That's one of those times when you got an idea for a spec script in your head, and then you see an episode, and you're like, God damn it, that's so good and very much like what I was trying to do. So they realized that if it was intelligent design that killed the people or made them commit suicide, the kids were exempt for a reason. Kirk's getting the bad vibes. Cut to,
he's like, but why? Why?
Cut to Nurse Chapel giving the kids candy. And they get these cards that they go put in the thing, and then they get their candy or
it's
ice
weird.
cream.
She says you can say whatever you want. But then it's like, I guess each card is a different flavor.
Yes.
But then the kids just take them. So I guess the card set. It's like a pre-op for the replicator, you know?
And it is. And, And it's kind of like an automat too. Back in the 60s or the 50s and 60s, the automat was like, it's in the Loki series. It's like the lunchroom at a big company, right?
Yeah.
And the automat is just a wall of little doors that have like sandwiches and other shit in them, and it rotates behind. It's like
it's like one of those sushi things.
A little bit. We went
those
to
are
one
fun.
of those.
Yeah.
We went to the one in Sherman Oaks a couple days ago.
Did it have a robot that like served?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I didn't get water from the robot. But I did eat fucking bomb sushi, dude.
Oh, it's so fun. Like, just to pull those plates and then...
And also then they got cheesecake on there, too.
Yeah.
So this one little kid who's a great child actor, fresh off the boat from Mayberry, he gets coconut and vanilla, and he's like, those are both white. And then she says, well, what kind do you want? And he says, chocolate, pistachio, peach. And then she recodes one and makes him a new thing. And he's just such a little urchin.
She's like, oh, peach, okay.
And then it cuts to Bones, as usual, has no answers.
Yeah. This feels like very wheel spinning already, but they're trying to get there. They're closer to the answer. Oh. It's just he's still warning them, hey, Kirk, if you question them, you might still cause them harm. And Kirk's like, but... I don't want to die, just like the people on the planet just did. So we should find out what's going on.
So they do have to question the kids and here's the other little but about this. Bones wants to take one thing that I have to mention before we get too far away from it.
Oh yeah.
Bones wants to take the kids to a starbase to see what he calls a child specialist. Do they not have the word pediatrician in the future? What the fuck is he talking about? Specialist. A child specialist? Oh, you're going to send them to a child specialist to find the thing that's locked up inside them, you fucking creep? Jesus Christ. But you want to take them to see a pediatrician, idiot? And also, aren't future doctors supposed to just know everything? I don't think
just look it up.
Dr. Mbenga would know. Yeah, go look at get the little tape, the little card. And so
that is a good point. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking too, and with that line, it's like it shows its age, right?
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
It's just a relic of its time. They didn't really have child psychiatry. Well, how was it? Child psychiatry?
Child psychology.
Psychology.
And probably child psychiatry.
Just psychiatry in general, I guess.
I didn't mean to correct you.
No, and that's why they add that Deanna Troy, or what is her name?
Deanna Troy in Star Trek The Next Generation.
Because I bet everybody joked about that.
Yeah.
Because they've probably seen so much shit. That's why this season feels a little, a little more lax and a little creepier. They're just dealing with, like, I don't know. It's not as, what's it called?
It's not as dramatic,
yeah,
not as high
dealing
stakes.
As crazy aliens and stuff.
They're not trying to stop a planet-eating monster from destroying all the planets.
You're just trying to figure out what's going on with these creepy kids.
Yeah, what's going on? Where's Spock's brain?
Yeah, right.
Where's Spock's brain? So Kirk does Shatner does some real acting here when he's like acting like a hip, cool guy to hang out with the kids.
These kids.
And he's like, this is better than Triacus, isn't it? And they're like, our parents loved it. And he's like, what? And he's like, yeah, mine sure did. And then one of the kids goes, parents like stupid things. And it's funny, Nurse Chapel's got a zinger, and she says, parents like children. And then the little girl, who's a maniac, she's awesome and very scary. She's like, that's what you think. Our parents, like, made us go to bed and shit. So basically...
Kirk kind of leans into it a little bit, though. Does? Yeah, he goes, well, I mean, your parents would kind of miss you, right? Because, like, you're not... there and you're here and
just like they aren't. Don't you miss them? And then the kids get up and start acting like a swarm of busy bees.
Okay, see, this is the silliness that comes into play here.
The creep ass silliness.
I don't know, I felt like
Kirk's getting stung by the little blonde girl like she's a bee, and then he's like, stop it. And then they want more ice cream, and he says it'll spoil your dinner. Leader. That older kid he looks like Alfred E. Newman from Mad Magazine.
I think that the age difference, though, isn't as severe here as that other episode that we saw, where we saw one of the older kids and he had like a bald spot.
Yeah, dude, that kid ruled. Yeah. That guy was fucking awesome actor. And he was in so many great things after that, too. So this kid, the one thing about this kid, the older kid who's like the redhead or whatever with the stripy shirt, pre-Freddy Krueger looking motherfucker. He is that dude's son that Kirk knew. It's Starnes' kid. This is Tommy Starnes, right? And he's trying to get the kids to admit their parents. And then he's got to talk to this. These kids have some sinister shit going on. Kirk separates Tommy to ask him, what... Basically, Tommy says, hey, my dad was always upset, just like you, Captain Kirk. And Kirk's like, I'm not upset. So these kids do not like adults.
Yeah, they don't like anything other than having fun and eating ice cream, kid stuff.
Right. And so then they post a guard up. Kirk says, put the kids under constant guard. He's very upset. Kirk says, would I have invited you to the Enterprise if I didn't like you? And this is where he gets into it. He's like, aren't you upset that your parents are leaving? And he says, my parents, they love it down there. They're always busy. So they don't really know that their parents are dead.
Yeah, it seems really strange at this point. Even stranger.
So this is a great edit. Kirk goes to the little thing on the wall, the communicator on the wall, and says, post a guard on the children. And then it immediately cuts to the children holding hands and running in a circle, doing a prayer to some evil space angel. Like, just fucking rules. It's like...
This is when it really kicks off, though.
I like it.
Yeah?
They got me at this point. Like,
I don't know. This for me was so-so.
They're saying, like hail, hail, fire and snow, call the angel, we will go far away for to see... Friendly angel, come to me. And then
It's the actor too that cracks me up.
dude, this guy that they got to play. So this Jonathan Winters looking motherfucker, that's for my dad who's going to listen to this.
Yeah.
Dad, the guy looks like Jonathan Winters. This is the who played him. Tommy Starnes was played by Craig Huxley, who went on to have a career. Grogan is the guy's name. Melvin Belly.
Belly.
And so how would you describe this guy, Al? So the kids
He looks
summon
like a
up.
king.
The kids summon up a very medieval looking royalty kind of guy.
It's given who's the villain in Ghostbusters too? The one that comes out of the painting.
Vigo?
Vigo.
Yes.
He kind of looks like Vigo.
He's giving Vigo vibes a little bit.
With the collar.
Without the long hair, yeah.
Yeah, true.
No, yeah, I'm not correcting you. I
With
get
all
it.
the I don't know. It just seemed like I was like, really? This is it? But I mean, I guess they couldn't.
What are
The
they
kids
gonna
could
do?
be really psycho serial killers, so.
Yeah, and so this guy is Grogan. We'll find out later or whatever. And he is basically using the kids so tell him what's up.
He's like gonna spread his spread his seed. He's just kind of like gonna possess more people in another place.
Yeah.
To then take those people and possess more people in another place.
So here's how
to eventually take over the galaxy.
So he says Kirk is going to want to take us to a closer station, but you have to convince him to take us to like Maki 6 or whatever the
some
place.
other planet.
Because he says, so there's 10 million people there, and 1 million of them will be our friends, and then they'll go off and make 1 million other friends. And they're saying, do not trigger. Marcus 12 has millions of people on it. Nearly 1 million will join us as our friends. The rest will be our enemies.
Well, okay, so I guess there is a limit on his
Together with our other friends.
Conversions.
Right? And
he's like, I could hit about 1.5 million. We will see what happens.
We'll see how many followers we can get on the gram.
Yeah, right.
Basically, he's playing in on the fact that these kids want to be free from their parents, right?
Mundaneness.
And he says, the universe will be mine to rule and yours to play in.
And he's like, you'll be the first generals of a great legacy. And they're like fucking 7.
Yeah.
This just is too weird.
Okay.
I think it's just weird enough to work in Star Trek, right?
Agreed. Now, a lot happens in the next couple minutes, and we have to cover it in detail because it's a lot. So, they pray to the weird, creepy space angel, right? And he tasks them, the first thing we have to do is control the ship. And to control the ship, you must control the crew. And then he says, you know what to do. And it cuts, and so shall you do. And then it cuts to the kids making like the jacks motion or like the jerky motion kind of. It's disgusting to say that because they're kids, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
They make this motion like in this is a
like
very
Rochambeau.
Yes.
go.
Paper, rock, scissors.
Yeah.
Jerky motion. God, I'm a monster. So it's so much like there's a very specific Street Fighter 2 background. Giles.
He's like playing dice or something.
Yes, Giles' original background. There's somebody
Yeah.
doing the Rochambeau arm the whole time. It is. I think thought of that a lot during this episode because then the kids are doing the paper, rock, scissors fist, and that apparently is how they control other humans, right?
Yeah.
So.
Don't they rub their stomach too, though, or something?
We'll see.
They do something with their body, or they do. Oh no, you're right. Oh my god!
Yeah, they just do the jerky motion.
Oh my god, this is when it. Yeah. See, for me, this is when I was just like, I don't know. This is too much. It feels silly, but I mean, it's like a half like and then a half of like.
It's a 2.5. It sounds
weird.
like.
Yeah,
sounds like you're describing
exactly.
a 50% win. Now.
Because again, the sets are all there, the costumes are all there, everything's there, the special effects are there. Like it looks great, you know.
When it shows that when they're watching Starnes' videos from Triacus, right?
Yeah.
Which first off, how did he have a camera? How did he record that angle of himself? Anyway,
he tilted it on the rock or something.
He has a selfie stick that we can't see. So he's saying, ever since our arrival on Trirakis, I've been feeling certain growing feelings of uneasiness. The rest of my associates are also bothered, but the kids are fine. They run, they play. To be young again. And Spock says, oh, that's pretty unscientific. And Kirk's like, let's see more of these unscientific things. And then we get to watch this actor who played Starnes, which is, this guy is fucking great. I want to find it. Where is it?
Well, again, we kind of have like a re-uppance of him listening to the clips again. But right? I guess he's just talking about in detail how all the adults are excruciated and they're feeling, what is the word? They're feeling stressed out.
Right?
It's getting worse.
And so Spock is showing these clips of Dr. Starnes losing his mind, talking about how stressed out they are. And then we get Professor Wilkins finished his excavation today. Sounds like Evil Dead. Although whatever civilization that might have been here was destroyed by some natural catastrophe, it would appear that one of the race took refuge in the cave. And then we only became more apprehensive as we were in the cave. So... and they say, as if some unseen force were... And then Tommy Starnes walks onto the bridge and starts making the Rochambeau jerky motion. And then there's a high-pitched static. And then the screen goes off. So
it just seems like a kill-all solution with this kids
because
they can do whatever they want. Exactly, they nullify multiple issues across the ship with this simple Rochambeau move.
They can control a person's mind. They can turn off a TV. And Tommy's saying, I have relatives on Marcos 12. Take us there. And Kirk's like, nah, dude, not going to do it. It's not within our patrol area, bro.
Plus, we get out of the way. I mean, if we're better off taking you to the starbase and then having everybody pick you up that way.
Right, and then Tommy Starnes says, "Can I hang out on the bridge? I'll be very quiet." And Kirk is like, "Yeah, but don't make that jerky motion."
Yeah, it's so stupid. That's the thing. I was like, "Come on, man! You're just gonna let him stay on the bridge?"
This sequence
after leaving security next to his door,
right? Oh, right. Yeah, how did he get out with security there? So here's how Tommy Starnes does the next. Like couple minutes.
The very first thing I've noticed villains always do too is you go for engineering too.
Well,
and then he turned to ship though, right?
Well, he went to the bridge first. Like they at least he did. We assume that the other kids,
off,
the little black kid, I think is the one that goes to take engineering. Right. And the little blonde girl just got on the bridge too. So
it's freaky.
Here's what are they doing, Al? Like
they're all splitting off and doing Rochambeau in the departments.
Yes, but on the bridge, or how does their power work? What's happening?
It's yes, he freaks out. Oh no. So what happens first is that he makes the illusion to the other pilots
that they're in orbit.
Of the ship of the planet.
So
then who finds out? Someone off the bridge finds out. I think it's Bones or Spock. They look outside and they're like, hey, the stars are different, or something's happening. I thought it was
Scotty, and then they get him. It could
be Scotty, yeah.
So the kid, the girl, and the boy, and Tommy Starnes are just laughing about tricking these guys. So
Uhura finds out.
They make everybody think that the view screen has the planet on it, right? So, and then it's the same thing in the other departments, like with engineering.
Scotty finds out that they're using they're going faster,
right? And then he has to fight these guys.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Why didn't that kid just activate everybody there?
I don't know. They're really trying to be sly about. I mean, they're kids. They're not that smart yet.
So Scotty is talking to this other engineering guy, saying, "We're not in orbit. Look at this." And the guy's like, "Don't touch the controls." And then they knock him out.
Yeah, they just KO him.
Cut to, I'm being influenced. So it's just, I like the editing though, because they show that kid influence the engineers with the jerky motion, right?
The point to where they fight each other.
And then it cuts to Dr. Starnes on the videotape going, "We were being controlled by an unseen force," just like those guys were. It's great. And then they find out that the kids requested the Enterprise come. The kids requested, and then
that was a really good twist. Yeah,
he tried to warn the Enterprise, but he couldn't. And then he says, "God forgive us, we have to destroy ourselves." So they went into a cave where a being of an ancient dead civilization had died, and that made them anxious, and also that being's soul was controlling the kids. It's very strange.
Yeah, so, I mean, with these recordings, it's really laying out what happened to them and not, and what's gonna happen to the Enterprise or what is happening to the Enterprise in real time. And I think it's just the three of them left. Well, not left, but just Spock, Bones, and Kirk.
Yeah.
Just all discussing what to do. And they're the last ones to kind of be switched.
And Spock is just now saying, so there's many legends about a place like this. He learned stuff about Triacus, and he said so many legends, this one too has a frightening ending. It warns that the evil is awaiting a catalyst to set it into motion and send it marauding across the galaxy. The catalyst being those scientists that walked into that cave, basically.
Right. And it feels like a Jack the Ripper thing where, they're taking a soul out of, a planet, and it's just fucking shit up.
Remember that episode of Wolf in the Fold?
Dude.
Oh, man, we're not going to get anything that good, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a little piece of Wolf in the Fold and then a little piece of this Children in the Corn. And it's getting mixed, in a blender. I just, I guess it's, I don't like how they get into this issue so easily.
Exactly.
But maybe they were Rochambeau'd before Adam. And we didn't see.
Who knows? And they're talking about the unseen force and why did the unseen force want a ship? And Kirk is worried.
Where are we going to? Oh, yeah, that planet.
Kirk is... Oh, this is fucking great.
Yeah.
So Kirk is worried that the unseen force may be on the ship. Mm-hmm. He's like, is Starnes' enemy within on the ship? Kirk then walks into the transporter room, and I knew exactly what... Did you know exactly what was going to happen? So he walks into the transporter room, and he's going to beam two guys down to Triacus.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody thinks they're in orbit around fucking Triacus.
Fuck, that's right. Oh, my God. Oh, God. I was just thinking about that, too. I was like, damn, we didn't have a lot of transporter murders yet, other than these.
So
Jesus Christ.
If they would have tried to beam the other people up first, they would have known, right?
Yeah.
So Kirk thinks he's beaming these two security officers down to Triacus, and they're just gone. And then he tries to beam up the other ones, and they're not down there. They look out, they get a view screen dialed up, and they are actually not...
Fuck.
Yeah, they're flying through space.
Hilarious.
Headed to Marcos 12, and then Kirk runs down to the bridge where the kids are doing their evil summoning shit. The kids do their evil summoning chant.
Yeah, right as he pulls up.
And Gargan shows up, and then we cut to Commerci. The enemy have discovered our operation. Yeah. Is what Gargan says.
Seriously, I don't know. They're pretty obvious, but this just feels like, the third act's kicking off. The villain is finally here, There's no mystery anymore, so...
Back to your stations. Maintain your controls. Oh, man. Remember how it was on Triacus? Our new goal is Marcus 12.
Yeah, he's like 7 kids. They can do it again. We'll take over a starship. I feel like they should have done this a little more smoothly, but they're just going for it.
Right? You can't say they're not swinging for the fences.
They almost win, too.
And then...
They get pretty close.
So, Kirk is trying to... I don't know
Kirk's
why they don't
Sulu,
just...
turn.
I don't know why
just turn around.
Why don't they just whammy Kirk? That's what I don't get.
They don't whammy him immediately, no.
Why don't they whammy him right now?
Maybe there's a limit on their power or something. Who knows? Well,
so Kirk tells, this is an order, Sulu. Disregard what you see on the screen. Change course. And then this kid whammies Sulu again. And then Sulu sees a bunch of fucking swords flying at the Enterprise.
Yeah.
And that's his nightmare. So we find out in a little bit. But what these kids are doing is creating, they're taking your worst nightmare and making you see it.
Real. Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm to believe that Sulu's worst nightmare is a bunch of curvy swords flying at the bridge of the Enterprise.
Yeah, right. That like he can't go anywhere.
And then Uhura turns around and looks at a mirror, and she gets whammied, and then she sees a terrifying old. So here's the thing.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, that feels weird.
We know that Nichelle Nichols
passed.
Ages. Well, she passed, but she ages to be a beautiful older lady. Right?
That's why I was like, what the fuck?
And she says she sees I see my death.
She got like a paper mache face.
Disease and pain. So she's worried about dying, right?
So like they're all just losing it on the bridge too.
Yep.
So it's just Sulu and Uhura, right?
Well, and
what happens to Chekhov?
And Chekhov as well. They haven't showed what his nightmare is yet. And then Spock is also whammied, it would seem. Spock says, "Why are we bothering Starfleet?"
And Kirk's like, what?
That was an order, Spock.
And his logic is that the bridge is under complete control.
Yeah, he's like, take a look around you.
He's like, it's chill.
I don't understand. So do you think they whammied Spock to make him seem like the bridge is under control?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh,
and then at one point,
Spock is trying to still do the communication that Kirk wanted, and the kid's whammying him, and he can't touch the buttons.
I mean, does he say to himself, it doesn't make sense, This is strange. I don't know, this episode's like, they like really ramp up their powers at the very end of it,
Yes.
Oh, and this part's insane.
Right?
Kirk's trying to give someone commands, and then the kid, they use the same clip of the kid Rochambeauing again and again and again. But he starts talking, and midway through his command, all this voice just sounds garbled. It's like reversed, and then it's like all cut in weird places.
Wow.
So it sounds like he's just saying gibberish, and no one's understanding him.
I totally missed that the first time.
That part's fucking creepy.
Right?
Yeah. This was given some interesting, though, again, just like little plants and seeds of like, interesting creepy sci-fi or tropes. And like, imagine if you just suddenly couldn't understand someone.
Right?
And Spock's like, this doesn't make any sense.
Spock did his Vulcan, he put his fingers to his head and cleared his mind, and I think he might know what's going on now.
He is slowly putting it together, but you could understand how people get crazy. Oh, then he gets Rochambeaued.
Yeah, so Spock is fine. Like, Spock is saying, Captain, we gotta get off the bridge. And Kirk's biggest fear is losing the Enterprise.
Yeah.
So he's living through that, and Spock thinks getting him further away from the kids is going to help him. And
it's so silly.
And they're in the elevator, or the turbo lift, sorry.
The turbo lift, yes.
And Kirk is saying, I've lost the Enterprise.
Yeah, I kept thinking about that first movie, dude. I was like, I got her back, Scotty.
I got her back, Scotty.
And he's like, I lost command.
I got her back, Scotty.
I think, this season 2, and you'll see the next couple of episodes, Kirk is like really cranking his soap opera wheel. Like,
really?
He goes hard in these like next couple of episodes.
So as I look forward to it.
Yeah. So this is a little expression of his, I think his little like, I should go crazy, man, in this scene. We'll take it again.
He's taking it over the top.
Yeah, quite literally.
So he goes, so Kirk, as he gets further away from the kids on the bridge, Kirk,
he starts to calm down.
He says, I am in command. And Spock says, you're in command, and reassures him.
Yeah.
And now they go to engineering, and they got to try to turn the ship around or whatever. And Scotty's like, I'm not going to let you just the delicate balance.
Yeah. I'm not going to let you mess up this ship, overpower it,
So Kirk and Spock try to fight these three people in engineering, where this one kid is Rochambeauing them, and he keeps turning his fist in a weird way. It looks like he doesn't really understand the motion. And then they get kicked out of engineering. That's just the end of it.
It's really strange because, Scotty's like, seriously, Kirk, I don't want to change this. I'll have to kill you. And Kirk's like, do you know what you're saying? Like, that's how these people died on the Trackers. And then they just start kicking each other's asses.
Right? And now Spock is saying, we might have to, he says, Kirk says, my beast is finished. They're not going to control me again. It won't return. And then Spock says, as long as the children are here, they're a danger. They're the carriers. And he says, Spock, they're not alien beings. They're children. They're being misled. They're followers. And Spock says, without followers, evil cannot spread. They're children. Yeah, so basically Spock's saying we got to space these kids. We got to put them in an airlock, fucking bounce them. And then Kirk is like, but what about all the people on the ship? And so basically now they got to find a way to reach these kids.
Spock is just like emphasizing again and again and again. We need to stop the kids. We need to stop the kids. He's not exactly describing how, but he is alluding to like, we should put them down.
Yes.
Like, we need to stop them.
And then Chekhov, with a couple of red shirt security people, show up to arrest Kirk and Spock take them to the detention section. And Tommy Starnes is Rochambeauing them. And fucking Chekhov is ready to blast the captain.
Yeah. I know, it's so bizarre. Where's Bones in all of this, too? Does he come eventually?
He gets there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, because what has he been doing?
Start fighting.
Yeah, there's a fight. They don't get the...
And the kid leaves.
They do end up bringing...
turns out it's harder to take over a starship than 7 humans.
And so Kirk actually sends Spock... Spock has a phaser on the 2 security officers in Chekhov, and he's going to put them in the brig. And then... Kirk gets on the bridge and he's saying, I'm not going to let you go to Marcos 12. And then Kirk refers to Gorgon as a stowaway. And he says, I'm going to talk to him. And they go, we're not going to call him. And basically he's like, what's he afraid of? And then Kirk has the idea of playing back the chant that the kids sang. Yeah, that was
pretty funny.
It's pretty smart.
Yeah.
So Spock plays back the chant to summon Gorgon.
And then this is the final confrontation.
The final confrontation with the glowing green aristocrat from the past, Gorgon. They call him the friendly angel. That's so funny. Yeah. And now... Man.
So Kirk kind of just is not, it's his time to confront, Gorgon.
Right? He said my beast lost it. That's what they called it. They called it their beast. My beast lost in the light of reason. And Gorgon is saying that he's in command. And basically...
They just call him out on his shit.
Yeah.
They're mad at him and, Kirk is like, I'm over my fear. Spock seems to be over his fear too. I mean, I don't even know if Spock had a fear.
Spock just was being tricked into thinking that everything was fine on the bridge. Yeah.
And so, I don't know. It's given like, Stephen King's It, where it's like, you're not really that strong.
Right? And so this guy says something pretty interesting, because Kirk and him are going back and forth. Kirk is like, we're strong. The human race will fight you. And he's like... Your strength, he says, your strength is counteracted by your gentleness. He says, I would ask you to join me in my conquest of the universe, but you're gentle, and that is a grave weakness. And Kirk says, we're also very strong. And he says, but your strength is canceled by your gentleness. What a weird... Yeah. You are full of goodness, such as you cannot be changed.
Seriously, the script is so bizarre.
So...
It's hopping all over the place.
So here's what Kirk does. Do you remember? How does Kirk...
he traumatizes the children.
We gotta traumatize the children.
Like he has to.
So he says, we've got some pictures from Triacus to show you, right?
Yeah, and we need to show you the reality of what happened.
Gorgon says, I forbid it! And then they say, what do you fear? And he says, I fear nothing.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, so
like
we'll just show the pictures.
Some Trump shit.
Yeah, seriously. He's like, don't do it.
So, and it's not pictures, it's videos.
It's a video, yeah.
Like, I don't know why they...
Oh, he said the pictures.
Yeah, he says the pictures, but they're videos.
The motion pictures.
Right? So they're videos of the kids playing with their parents.
And it's like, oh, so happy.
And then it cuts to video of their dead parents and their gravestones.
Yeah, it's like, dun, dun, dun,
and Kirk keeps looking back at Gorgon. And they're like, he's like, they were against us. They had to be eliminated. And the kids are like, I think I'm starting to feel sad about my
like,
dead parents now.
My dad's
Starns.
dead.
And then it shows the gravestones. Tommy's father would have destroyed you, but he recognized you too late. And you are also too late, Spock, you fucking dipshit.
The kind ones always are.
The kind ones always are.
And he's like, no, even children learn. Come on, you cannot, accept kids for followers. And now they're all crying because they realize
right, and
they kind of helped murder their parents.
Gorgon is like, but the first great victory is upon us. We'll have millions of friends and exterminate all who oppose us.
Yeah, that's when he says the first general's line, and it just cracks me up.
Yep, and then this is very Stephen King's It. They say, look at him, he's not scary. And then he starts getting these pustules on his face. Like, oh, he's really like a pustule guy.
Yeah, it feels really weird. It's, he's like, what is it, imploding from the inside.
Because he doesn't have the power of their fear and their connection. Yeah.
Weird.
That girl is so sad. Oh man, his face is all melted. And he's just saying,
he's like, don't be scared, don't be scared.
All.
And I was like, oh, this guy's face is melting, though.
And it's don't be scared, cut to a guy's face melting and saying death to you all.
Yeah, right?
What a great show. Even the bad episodes are great.
And Sulu's over there still looking at these blades
and
like, oh, jeez.
Finally, the swords are gone for Sulu.
Uhuru's touching her face.
Uhuru's like, I don't have a craggy old lady face. And
there
then
it is.
Bones shows up saying, hey, so Jim, they're crying. I don't know how it happened, but it's good to see. Wait, what have you been up to?
I don't know, dude.
What the
He's been
fuck,
so
dude?
Useless.
And
I don't know. See, it's like there's little holes, but go ahead.
That's it. Bones picks up the kid, and he goes, we're not going to Marcus 12. Turn around, head back to the space station, and we'll see what's up. And that's it.
Jeez.
Bones was gone.
What a wild ending.
From the time they beamed back up to the ship to the end, Bones was gone.
Not doing any research into psychiatry or anything of the sort.
Right. And not like, what would this child specialist say? I better take a look.
What would I do? What would this, how does this work? I don't know. I think that's why I don't like it as much. I don't know. I just feel like, you're right. The editing is clever, and it all kind of pieces together really well at the very middle. The climatic, like, oh shit, they're not just shitty kids.
Yeah,
they're possessed shitty kids.
In my notes, in my notes, I say, ha ha ha. Unless they can find a way to remove the evil, they have to kill the kids.
Pretty much. I mean, Spock's like, well, right? If he doesn't have those followers.
So, quick thing, the title.
Yeah.
Before what did you think? You're kind of getting into it.
I thought it was a 50-50. I don't know. Exactly like you said. It was 50-50 where it's like everything looks really good. The actors are trying their best, and the sets look really great. The effects look really good, but the story and the script just like aren't quite there. I could kind of see what they were trying to do with this, but I would have liked maybe the reveal to be a little sooner, some other crazy shit to happen. But it's hard. I mean, I don't know. It's like kids trying to take over a starship, Like, what could you do with that? Other than the weird Rochambeau, like, Trump all kind of thing.
I mean, why didn't they just touch their forehead or something? Why'd they have to do
that was weird.
Rochambeau, paper, rock, scissors
It was
motion?
like Charlie X. That could have been a little bit too Charlie X-like.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's what Charlie X did.
Yeah.
So, I liked it.
I don't know.
I thought it was bad but good. I give it like I'm not going to talk about my rating yet, but I did think that it looked great. It sounded great. The effects were good. The evil guy was good. Yeah, I mean it didn't have
what
it. They add the stakes too late, right? Like
that's true.
You learn too late that this is going to spread throughout the galaxy.
And I realized too they reiterate things twice, like with them listening to the recordings, and Kirk's like, "Huh, that's weird. Something weird must happen here." And then they're watching the videos, and the guy's like, they're literally going to kill you. The kids do this weird Rochambeau thing, and then we also started fighting each other, and it just, like, cuts away, Right? It's like, oh, that is strange.
If the crew would have been communicating with each other a little bit more, a lot of this could have been avoided.
Seriously, Seriously.
Send him a text.
And then the kid's like, I'll stay here on the bridge, but I'll be real quiet.
I'll be real quiet.
Kirk's like, okay, sounds good.
So the title is the children shall lead. I think obviously that's a reference to the kids are going to spread this evil throughout the galaxy. So how many, as a rating, how many little evil children do you give this?
I would probably give it, I don't know, 2.
40%.
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't really. I don't know.
Like
this
it.
one was one of the duds for me. I just wasn't entertained. Actually, even before this episode, I'll even cover it again. I was like, "Oh, we're not talking about this one. Oh, I thought we were talking about this one." I saw an episode or two ahead. I was excited about that one so much
good?
to the point. Yeah, I actually really liked it.
I'm excited
but it's
now.
to the point to where I didn't even like. I mean, this one I almost forgot about. The best shot though is when Sulu's eyes are wide open and he's going through all those blades. He's like,
swords.
what's happening? The fears are cool. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe play more to those. And then there's those weird tones of like the kid's parents are dead, but then that's what bugged me. The music, the that just, I don't know, that really grinds my gears.
Well,
that was my issue.
I gave it 2.5, or I give it 2.75 cursed children, or 2.75 green gorgons. And we didn't even talk about a gorgon is like an ancient Athenian, or what? Not Athenian, ancient Greek monster. The gorgon is like a bastard child of the gods or something.
Oh,
it's
really?
like Medusa is a gorgon, and I think I could be wrong, but I think maybe the Minotaur is a gorgon. I don't know, and I should know that because I studied Greek mythology for a long time. Anyway, so that was us talking about "And the Children Shall Lead."
Oh yeah, I think I looked up. Hold on, I thought I looked up the actor's name. I just had it queued up. James Wellman.
As Gorgon?
No, Professor Starnes.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, that's who you wanted to look up.
He was good.
On the list. Yeah, he was really good.
He was good.
It's just, the guest stars were good. I just don't think it was, I don't know, it just didn't, like, enchant me as much. I wasn't excited. I feel like it was funny. You were excited about the reveal, but I was like, oh, what? It's a ghost? I get. All right, let's see where this goes.
Yeah, it's a ghost that's also an evil disease that's going to spread through the galaxy. It's
his
fucking
plan,
weird.
Yeah. I didn't even realize he only said, we'll get 1 million, not all of them.
And then we'll kill all the rest. Why not just get them all?
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know.
I do like how it hit all the tropes. There's a survivor. There's a cave that creeps him out. Bunch of dusty dead people.
Creepy kids doing creepy dance. The bee thing probably startled me more than the Rochambeauing.
Right? Oh man, the busy.
Yeah, that was creepy.
And the fact that their parents did like ritual suicide or whatever to try and stop the enemy within. It
was a little bit. It was
redemption. There's some good parts. But yeah, so that's "And the Children Shall Lead." Al, are you looking up your recommendations right now?
Yeah, actually.
Al usually recommends music, and I recommend a TV show or a movie or some shit. Go for it, Al.
Well, let's see. Been watching Curb. It's also what I've been watching too. But I don't know. As for everybody's been recommending me Fallout. I've been hearing Fallout. It's great. Fallout. Do
you want? If you got time, we can watch the first episode and hang out after this.
I don't know. Maybe there's traffic. Well, we'll see. I'll have to see.
You don't have to tell me on air, dude.
But let's see here. Oh yes, new Bad Not Good. They came out with an EP. It was like I texted my girlfriend. I was like, it's like Bad Not Good. Listen to Khruangbin. Have you heard of them? Khruangbin. Just crazy jam band, super chill, like laid back music. I was like, it's like they listened to this record and was like, let's make that. And it's cool to hear like this jazz band that I've been listening to for, it's crazy now thinking about it. It's about like 11 or 12 years just hearing them still switch up and still be able to keep up. It's not like King Gizzard, Lizard Wizard levels,
hey, it doesn't need to be.
But it's pretty cool to see them switch it up like that. New Crumb, which is another band. Oh, Fatboy Slim. He released a new song.
Wow.
Yeah. I heard it at his show and I was like, damn, this song's pretty good. I don't think I've heard it.
When
then
did
I
you
was
see
like,
Fat
oh,
Boy
it's a single.
Slim?
It was last year. I think it was
Oh.
last summer.
Did he do block rock and beats?
I don't know. He teased a couple of songs, like the acapellas and stuff, but then he'd mix like other songs
Back with
into
another
it.
one of them block rock and beats.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's what is it called? He's just constant. He's like the earworm king, you know. Like everything is just like, oh, it's just stays kind of stuck in your head. What else? Oh yeah. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, they did the soundtracks for that new movie Challengers.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I've heard it's good.
It's all right.
I've heard that's a pretty good movie too.
The Boys Noise man did like some weird mix of it with like some techno stuff in it. Let's see. Oh, there's a new Machine Drum album, which is pretty good. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Machine Drum, I would say listen to. And then... yeah, listen to Machine Drum, Crumb, and then Bad Bad Not Good. There we go. That's my three.
Machine Drum, Crumb, and Bad Bad Not Good.
Like Cookie Crumb, CRUMB.
CRUMB, like Crumb the artist from the 60s.
Yes.
Now, I am just going to say everybody should go see Furiosa. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to see it until... So when you're actually scared of getting COVID still, like I am... you can't really go see a fucking big IMAX release.
I was gonna say I did get sick at that Fat Boy Slim show.
Well, so I can't really go to like a big IMAX release of something. I can't justify that, but I can go to like the earliest IMAX showing of an R-rated movie the next weekend. So I'm probably going to see it next week. This episode's actually going to air on this coming Sunday, which will be the first weekend of Mad Max Furiosa.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah, happy Memorial Day, everybody. If you're listening to this when you're out on the boat.
Yes.
I have
get a sunscreen, please.
I have jury duty next week, so hopefully we get eliminated right away. So prejudice against all races.
There we go.
It's easy for somebody like me who hates cops, though, you know, because
that's what I hear. I hear that's the move.
I am definitely not going to be a partial juror. Yeah, like it's like, oh, are there cops involved? They definitely did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope I didn't just lose one of our listeners. Okay, so that's it. Next week.
Yes.
Go watch Furiosa. Give George Miller your money. We need at least one more Mad Max movie with Max. So this one's got to do good. So we get another Max one.
Oh, that's right.
It's gonna
be. They gotta do the trilogy.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, that's a big pull.
Chris Hemsworth looks and sounds so good in the trailer. Like he just sounds. It's like they tripled his Australian accent.
Of course, I feel like he'd make a good.
Where
what is
you
it
going?
called? He'd make a good fit for that universe.
He's a horrible villain. It's gonna be great.
Really?
He's the villain who's like chasing Furiosa.
Oh no!
It's good, dude. I'll show you the trailer.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
So we talked about it in the Children's Show this week. Next week we're talking about is there no truth in beauty?
Yeah, actually thinking about this one more, you'll like it, Adam. I feel like you'll like it.
I'm excited about it.
When I was texting you today, this episode I was talking about, I was like, oh, this is it's hitting its stride. I think finally.
Right on.
We'll probably get a couple good ones and then a couple bad ones.
We'll see. And then after that, Spectre of the Gun. I'm excited.
That one's exciting.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
Yes, thank you so much for
listen
tuning
to the
in.
bumper, do all the stuff, and have a good Memorial weekend.
Peace.
Trek in the Valley is executive produced by Adam Ordall Quinnell and Al Hirt. Theme song by Al Hirt. Recorded by Adam, mixed and edited by Al. Check the show notes for our socials, and you can email the pod at trekinthevalley, all one word, @gmail.com. Like, subscribe, review, and always explore strange new fucking worlds.